Your CWID is one of the first and most important tools you'll get at Weill Cornell Medicine. CWID stands for Center-Wide Identifier. It's a unique identifier assigned to Weill Cornell students, faculty, and staff. CWIDs help ITS provision access to Weill Cornell applications, from financial reports to email accounts, and it's crucial that everyone in every system of record at Weill Cornell have a CWID assigned. The process of creating a new CWID or matching a user to an existing CWID is done by the identity management team. In order to be created, a CWID needs to align with personally identifying information. Historically, Social Security numbers were used to create CWIDs. Today, we use a process that depends on gathering other personally identifying information. Let's see how the process works. In the initial stages of the onboarding process, Office of Faculty Affairs staff enter information for a new faculty member, Arthur J. Vandelay, into their system of record, known as WOFA. A variety of personally identifying information is entered into Dr. Vandelay's record. This data will be analyzed to determine whether Dr. Vandelay already has a CWID from a former academic appointment, or if we need to create a new one. Data that helps us figure out if we should match to an existing record includes birth month and day, personal email, home zip code, and cell phone number. Dr. Vandelay does not have a CWID in WOFA. Now comes the question. Does he have a CWID in another system of record, or do we need to create a new one? On at least an hourly basis, the Enterprise Directory system imports data from Faculty Affairs system. Because there's no WOFA CWID, Dr. Vandelay's record is added to the Identities Pending CWID queue. The queue is subdivided into several different systems of record, including Genzabar for students, SAP for employees, and WOFA for academics. Identity management staff regularly open up this queue and assign CWIDs as necessary. If we click on the record for Dr. Vandelay, we will see in the identity column everything that has been entered into WOFA. The columns to the right represent existing CWIDs that may have some information in common with the pending record. If a cell is shaded in green, it means that the pending record has a piece of data that matches an existing CWID. Red means that there's no match. Note how useful this composite of personal data is for making a match, even if we don't have a Social Security number. At this point, IDM staff have several options. They can scroll to the right and manually enter an existing CWID. They can create a new CWID in the first column. Or they can select an existing CWID. In this case, it's pretty clear Dr. Vandelay already has a CWID, so we'll click on AVI 9013. Shortly after, this CWID assignment will be imported into WOFA. So that's how it's done. This demo used data from WOFA, but the principles shown here will apply to other systems of record, such as Genzabar, SAP, and SuccessFactors. CWID assignment turnaround time will improve as the IDM team sets up real or near real-time integrations with the systems of record. Eventually, we'll be able to assign CWIDs same day. Finally, while this back-end process is largely invisible to the end user, we're planning to implement several changes that will directly improve the end user experience, like sending end user notifications when a CWID is created, as well as automating the creation of email and other accounts. If you have any questions about CWID creation at Weill Cornell Medicine, email idm@med.cornell.edu. And thanks for watching.